10 things you should know about the Reptilians. Thank you for leaving a comment on our Species of Aliens video. We think you'll enjoy knowing more on the Reptilians theory. Number 10. The theory's origins. Of course, this might all sound like a crazy theory. The truth is, there are over 12 million Americans believing in the reptilian elite theory. Many people wonder if this could possibly be true. A famous author by the name of David Icke wrote a book that grabbed quite a bit of attention. In this book called The Biggest Secret, the book that will change the world, he explained how humans on Earth are controlled by a secret society of humanoid reptiles. David Icke was once a sports writer for BBC. In this book, he explains how the reptilians operate, where they come from, and more things we'll explain later on in this video. The theory has continually gained popularity, and despite it being unusual, it's still a fascinating hypothesis on how our world operates. Number 9. Where do they come from? The reptilians come from the Draco constellation, which is a set of stars visible with the naked eye year-round. It gets its name from the serpent-like shape you see in the sky. They came to Earth thousands of years ago and began living amongst us without hiding their true form. It's around this time they began to interbreed with humans as well, and altering our DNA in the process. This was done so that humans would not be able to use their brains to the full potential, limiting our brain capacity and making it easier to control us. The few that actually bred with the reptilians became somewhat godlike and were able to become rulers such as kings and queens of the ancient civilizations. As humanity began to prosper, the reptilians began setting up colonies around the world in order to assure a firm grip on every race on every continent. This is why we see many reptiles worshipped as gods in many cultures, like the Aztecs and the ancient Egyptians. Here in this photo, he's featured right next to the pharaoh Amenhotep III. Number 8. Reptilian Hierarchy. There are two main types of reptilians. There are the crossbeds between humans and different aliens, and full-blooded reptilians. The full-blooded reptilians consciously know where they are from and know that they're not human. These reptilians, of course, have more power. They've also found the power to shapeshift, not by changing their physical form, but by creating vibrations that alter the human mind, so that we think we're actually seeing a human. The crossbreds appear to be completely human and have no knowledge that they're actually reptilian. They are then controlled by the full-blooded reptilians in order to complete their objective known as the New World Order. This includes total control of things like the media, politics, armies, banks, and other things. Among the two full-blooded reptilians, there are the Dracos, who are actually albino, and are in charge of the species known as the Reptoids. The Reptoids are then sent to Earth in order to develop technology used for warfare and plot destruction. Number 7. What do they look like? It may be impossible to spot one since they have the ability to shapeshift, and the hybrids look exactly like us. Many claim that slowing down footage of a reptilian can actually show off some of their traits. In a video of Justin Bieber at court, he appears to blink, and by slowing down the footage, you can see in this photo that one of his eyes changes colors. Other videos on YouTube often show how people's teeth, tongue, and eyes change suddenly. In their original form, reptilians are about 6 to 8 feet tall and have piercing green, blue, or hazel eyes. Their greenish, scaly skin helps prevent them from lacking moisture and allows them to go long periods of time without needing water. They often lack any empathy, are highly intelligent, and have an obsession with astronomy. Do you know someone who might be one? Number 6. Accused reptilians. You normally won't be accused of being reptilian unless you have shown that you have the ability to control the masses. According to Icke's theory, you could still be one and not even know. His favorite target is the royal family and the entire Windsor royal family. He claims it's proven from the fact that they all have type O blood and from a few questionable transformations caught on tape. Like in this photo, you can see her skin slightly changing color. Although this doesn't seem to conclude anything, other powerful people have been called reptilians, such as the Bushes, the Rothschild family, Obama, Bill and Hillary Clinton, the Rockefellers, etc. Is it possible these people are idolized by many? Could they possibly be shape-shifting reptile enslaving humans? Number 5. Reptilians in ancient art. So many cultures from across the world talk about mythical dragons that come from the sky. It seems as if each and every culture has at least one mention of a reptile as a god or divine beings as far back as the Mesopotamians. In ancient Iraq, this figure was found and dates back to the Ubaid period, at least 5,000 years ago, and it holds onto a baby lizard. The Hindus talk about a god named Naga, who is a snake that can change into the form of a human. It's also responsible for bringing natural destruction and chaos among people. The snake is also represented as a convincing creature from the story of Adam and Eve. Another ancient Egyptian god, represented as a reptile, was that of Apep, the bringer of darkness and chaos. How is it that the reptile creatures in so many cultures are represented as something evil? David Icke claims that this is from widespread reptilian rule across the planet. Number 4. Reptilians and Greys connection. Others theorize that humans aren't the only intergalactic species the reptilians have made contact with. The reptilians might have also made contact with a species of alien known as the Greys. These are the little gray men we've seen in films, read about in literature, and maybe you've been abducted by one. Jason Bishop III claims that the Greys are actually controlled by the reptoids and the Dracos. It's possible that the Greys couldn't fight off the reptilians in time and are controlled by them as a result. Others believe that the Greys have formed an alliance with their neighbors in the Draco constellation and plot together in exploiting humans. They try to keep us from becoming an intergalactic power. Many Greys who share genetics with the reptilians often retain their similar form, but inherit the green, scaly skin and slit pupil iris, like you see in this photo. Number 3. Illuminati and Reptilians. Members of the Illuminati, who are rich and powerful, often contain the knowledge that the public will never see. They also possess the genetics and bloodline from the original reptilian hybrids that became the royal families since the dawn of civilization, according to David Icke. During the Illuminati meetings, the members plot world domination, find ways to finance both sides of wars, and manipulate current events for their benefit. Members of the Illuminati include government officials, banking leaders, actors, writers, and anyone who might be able to possibly manipulate and control the population. Other conspiracy theories claim that this group on Earth is controlled by a draconian leader. What do you believe? Number 2. The Bloodline. While tracing the reptilians may prove to be difficult, many claim that you can actually tell if someone is a reptilian from tracing back their bloodlines. It's believed that the first crossbreeding program between us and the reptilians took place as far back as 4,800 BC in the earliest of civilizations. The theorists claim that a little help from out of this world, they were able to create some amazing feats of architecture. How were we able to advance so rapidly in such a short period of time? Other mysterious things that David Icke claims helps to prove its existence is the presence of Rh and Rh negative blood, which is incredibly rare. This can also result in a baby becoming blue. The blood is also extremely sought after by researchers. And number 1, how they prosper. The theory why they do this to us is much under debate, and quite a few theories have emerged. David Icke claims that the reptilians originally came to Earth in order to search for an extremely valuable precious metal known as monoatomic gold, which could stabilize their atmosphere on the planet. Being the ruler of our planet would, of course, bring them a large amount of gold. Others claim that it's simply because they enjoy the power and being in control, while other theories claim that they live off the evil and negative energy humans experience while at conflict, during moments of jealousy, and crave violence by any means necessary, almost like a source of food. This appears to be the most commonly accepted theory, and the more suffering they cause, the more they are able to prosper on our planet.